Welcome to our daily routines with John Dussan. Today we are interviewing a young girl who's going to be telling us about her daily life, what it looks like every day. So, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
How are you doing today?
All good, thank you.
Well, thank you for coming to our program. And are you ready?
Yes.
All right, we had a lot of our listeners send some questions for you, and then you're going to help us by answering them today.
All right, bring it on.
All right. So, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about who you are, what you like?
Yeah, sure. My name is Evelyn. I am 28 years old. I live in a small town that is called Suachoque. What can I say? I love cats. This guy is really cute.
Yeah, he likes being on camera. Look at that.
I paint, I draw. I'm currently working, and I'm married. And yeah,
All right.
that's.
Do you have any kids?
Yeah, one.
All right. Well, thank you. So, you already showed me where you live. What is something unique about that community where you live?
Well, it's a very close community, I think. And for example, all the food places are local. So
Okay.
we do not have like very big brands. Say there's no McDonald's or Dunkin' Donuts, none of that. Most of the things that we have in regards to restaurants or coffee shops are entirely local. So that's very nice actually.
It is. Thank you for sharing. So, now tell me about your daily routines. So, very briefly, what does a typical day look like for you?
Well, during the weekdays, to say it somehow, I wake up very early to get our daughter ready for school, and then I drive her to the school bus stop. And after that, I take shower and I get ready to work.
Okay.
That's sort of how it goes in the morning. And after work at night, I go pick up our daughter down at the town after her music or gymnastics lessons, and we get ready to have dinner and go to bed.
All right. You have a pretty busy day.
Yeah, a little.
Okay. So, tell us, what time do you usually wake up and what time do you go to bed?
I usually wake up between 5 and 5:30 a.m. To get everything ready. And the time to go to bed, it really depends on how busy the day was or the actual evening. Sometimes it's as early as 9 p.m. Or anywhere between that and 11 p.m. It really depends.
Sounds like you're a night bird, huh?
A little, yes.
All right. Not a night bird, a night person. Not an early bird. All right, now, Alexis underscore 123 asks, what are your main responsibilities during the day?
Well, as I was mentioning before, I have to get everything ready for my daughter's school, so I pack her lunch, I make her breakfast. Of course, I have to, do my stuff from work, and sometimes I prepare lunch. Usually, we have help with that. And I also try and have my husband's lunch packed for the next day so he can go to work. And yeah, that's sort of it.
Okay. Now, you partially answered our next question. So, do you usually eat meals at home or outside, and why?
We usually eat home prepared meals because it's fresher and
Okay.
it's usually cheaper than
You
eating
can say that
outside.
again. Yeah, rich don't get rich spending money, huh?
Uh-huh.
All right. So now let's move on to our free time activities, if any. So, what do you usually do in your free time?
Well, I like to watch either movies or series, but I also enjoy reading. I mentioned earlier that I also like painting
Mm-hmm.
and drawing. Sometimes I like to bake stuff,
All
like
right.
desserts and stuff like that.
Okay, thank you. Now we have another one of Sever's the best. One of our listeners, and he goes, "How, or actually, are there any hobbies or activities you enjoy with friends or family?"
Um, Maybe going to the movies.
Okay.
That's something that we try to do either with friends or family. Um, we we try to go as a group when we can. What else? I don't know. Maybe going to a bar and drink something.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. Sounds like a good plan. Now, moving on to our, now we talk about your daily general activities. Now let's talk a little bit about current activities, like ongoing changes, if any. So, are you currently learning or working on something new right now?
Not me, not now. There are some projects at work, but nothing major. I'm planning on going back to study, but it's not decided just yet.
Okay. Okay, makes sense. So, in general, what projects or goals are you currently focusing on?
Just making sure that I meet my goals at work, my daily tasks, and try to move up in the company.
Sounds like something everybody wants to go to, huh?
And yeah, well, not everybody, but it is a good plan.
It is a good goal. All right. Now, let's see. What else do we have from our listeners here? Here, this one's interesting. It goes from Loki the Third. By the names of our listeners today. And we have, how does your culture influence your daily activities or routines or habits? Like you're, being here in this new role, in this new place.
That's a very interesting question. I'm not entirely sure. The thing is that we are very, how do you call that? Very solitary people, to say it somehow. So it's not like we have talks with our neighbors.
How different it is from the city. You say you come from the city. So how does it affect your your routines or habits coming from the city, being in this place?
Well, in regards to that, well, it's a very much different place from the city because the city is very busy. It's always noisy. It is well, of course, it's not as safe or secure to say it somehow. In the city, you're always like watching your back when you walk out, either day or night. And here it's very different. The sense of safety or security is there all the time. So
Okay.
people know each other. Most of the people that live in the town have been living here for generations, so everybody knows each other.
Makes sense.
So I think that's the biggest difference.
All right. Now let's close with Fantastic Beasts. It says, what advice would you give someone trying to balance daily responsibilities with enjoying life?
Well, I would say always try and make time. What I mean by that is that usually we focus too much on the responsibilities that we have, and we forget that we also need time for ourselves.
Oh yes.
So
Tell me about that.
if you plan your activities and you try and make some time outside of what you have to do, you also can get a little bit of time to do things that you want to do.
Oh yeah. Well, that'll be my dream someday, I hope. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining us on Daily Routines with JD. And I hope I can see you in my program again.
It was very nice to be here. Thank you for inviting me over.
Thank you. Bye-bye.